And all you hear is da 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 da, boom boom boom, da 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 da. I'm like, everyone, like girls, guys, were jumping like on the floor, like ducking and stuff, like, you know, like trying not to get hit. Hey guys, it's your girl Zem. Today I'll be doing a story time video, and I haven't done a story time video in like decades. It's about time that we do one, but oh my gosh, this story is gonna be crazy. Okay, so like I always actually wanted to do this video because this happened like a long time ago. This story time is about the time I almost got shot. Like I literally was in a shooting, like a drive-by. So I wasn't like the one in the car, obviously. I was like the one like that was about to get shot. We're just gonna start from the beginning of that night. Okay, so me and my friends, Jasmine and Natalia, best friends, you guys already know, I talk about them all the time. We went to this party, and it was like a party we were hosting because we do that sometimes, because we're friends with people that like do parties, but whatever. So we were like promoting it, so like we were like the host or whatever, and it was at like this venue place. But yeah, so we went to this party, right? So we went to the party. Where am I going with this? I don't even know. I like forgot the whole thing now that I'm like starting the video, of course. Oh yeah, so we're at the party, you know, having fun, taking Snapchats, partying, like normal parties, you know? And like music was playing, everyone was happy, blah, say blah. Most of these parties, like, as everyone knows, like teenagers, like they obviously are retarded. So like most parties, there's always like a fight. Like there's always a fight at parties. So there was a fight. Yeah, no coincidence. Like it was nothing too surprising. I didn't see the fight actually. It was towards the end of the party, so like I was still inside of the party with my other friends, but Jasmine and Natalia had went outside, and like I don't know, they were just outside, but I knew they were there. I was gonna meet Jasmine and Natalia outside so we can leave. But before I met Jasmine and Natalia outside, like people were talking about there was a fight just outside, and people were like running outside to see, like to obviously watch the fight. So whatever. And I was like, okay, let me go outside. So I went outside, right, because I knew my friends were out there, and make sure they're okay, I'm okay, you know, we're all good. Let's link back up because I'm not trying to be like lost in the sauce, like in the middle of this thing, like looking like that SpongeBob thing that's like, you know, like like what the heck? Like I was trying to get like found, like I was not trying to be lost. I went outside and I see Jasmine and Natalia by the wall, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then there was like this guy, and like he was like bleeding, I think, like from his nose. I don't know, he was bleeding somewhere. I think it was his nose, but he was bleeding, right? And I was like, wow, this is great. So the fight already happened or whatever, and the guy that fought and was like bleeding, like that was like a friend of my friend. I was friends with his best friend, so whatever. So I went to go to his friend, and I was like, yo, what happened or whatever. And like this was outside of the venue area, so Jasmine and Natalia was sitting over here, and like the guy that like just got beat up, okay, was right next to them. And like Jasmine and Natalia were like, oh my gosh, like it was crazy, you should have seen it, like he was getting thrown side to side, blah say blah. Like basically he got jumped because it was like more than one person that was fighting him, and those people had dipped, like they left, right? So back to the time when, okay, so after that happened, like back to when I went to go talk to his best friend. So I went to go talk to his best friend, right? And his best friend was like, oh my gosh, like he was like with a bunch of other guys or whatever, and they're like in the middle of the parking lot kind of, but like not really, like it was like in the parking lot, okay? And Jasmine and Tyler were still over here. So I'm like talking to him, and I'm like, you know, what happened? And like all the guys were like oh, how we're gonna find the person, whoever it is, and like we're gonna beat them up, because clearly the friends weren't there when he got jumped, when his friend got jumped. So like they were all like talking, you know, just talking crap, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous. So but it didn't even matter because we're all gonna go home now, like it was the end of the party, so I didn't care. But I was just like, this is so bad, like out of nowhere, like I don't even know. They were just talking about like why they were fighting, like I forgot. It was something over like something really petty, I don't know. It wasn't like a good reason to be fighting like that. Like someone had jumped him for no reason, and it was retarded. Everyone's like outside because the party was pretty much over, and a truck, like a pickup truck, drives by, hint, drive by, and they drove by, right? They were like driving this way, and like it was a corner, so like the party, like the venue was right there in the corner, and like we were in the parking lot, and like that was like the corner. So there was like this truck, a pickup truck. I think it was like a dark green color, but it was a dark color. I don't know if it was black, green, blue, but it was one of those colors. And it was driving this way. And I was right here, but like I saw the car, but I wasn't like, oh, there's a car. Like, no, like it wasn't a big deal. Like, cars drive everywhere. So I was just like, whatever. I saw the car, and I was still talking to them like, oh my gosh, whatever. And the guy is like heated because the guy that got like beat up was like with us, like talking with his friends or whatever, and like he was like heated, like, you know, talking about I can't believe or whatever. So clearly that's the target that whoever was fighting him was trying to go after. So there was like a drive, the truck, the pickup truck is driving by, and all you hear is glot glot glot, dot dot dot, boom boom boom, blah blah blah. I'm like, my heart, my soul, what are you talking about? So all I hear is blah 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 blah. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like loud because, like, you know, it echoes or whatever. And I was like, I honestly don't know if I don't think I was laughing, but it wouldn't surprise me if I was, because I literally laugh like when I'm scared. Like, that's just a real thing that I do. I was like literally just like standing there, like I was so like not understanding what was happening. So everyone, like girls, guys were jumping like on the floor, like ducking and stuff, like, you know, like trying not to get hit. And I was just like still standing there because I was like trying to process, like, is this real life? Like, you know when you're like, is this real life? Like, that's what I was doing. I was like, okay. So like, as I'm standing here, and then I realized, like, Diamond, it's probably time, you know, my brain was thinking it was probably time to escape the area, evacuate. It's clearly something's wrong. So everyone's like falling. Like, I remember looking to the left, and like the guy was like on the grass, like jumping over. I was just like, okay, so they're aiming this area, like they're definitely aiming where I am, like let me run. So I ran to the right, and the right was like more of the parking lot, and I think the car drove around twice, so it probably wasn't smart to do that, and I realized that after the fact. So I ran to the right of the parking lot, and like then I'm like, okay, no, my friends are on that side in the corner in the party, let me go run that way. So after I ran to the parking lot, like more deep into it, I ran back and went all the way to the party, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So as I run, I'm like panting at this point. I open the door, and like the music is off, like the lights are on, and like people are like scattered around, and I was just like looking for Jasmine and Tal. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my god. And I find them, and I'm like, guys, like I almost got shot. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, literally, I don't know if anyone did get hurt or not. I just am blessed that I didn't, because girl, I was literally standing there right next to the target of people that they were looking for, because that was that was the whole thing. Like, I had to do something with the fight, and I was with the people that were in the fight, and it was just so bad. Like, the security guards are coming inside, like, you know, is everyone okay, whatever, like looking, and like, and then you see, like, I went back outside, me, Jasmine, and Tally went back outside, and like, because it was like fine, like no one was there. And then the security guys were like going into the car trying to find, like, I don't know, AK-47s and stuff, and I was just like, what? And Natalia was like, oh my, like Natalia was talking about how she doesn't think it was like a real gun, and I'm like, yes it was. Like, I literally was so scared. Like, even if it was a BB gun, like, please let me know why I am a part of this in this area. Like, I'm trying to like live my life, I have goals, like I'm not trying to just sit here like blop in my head, like no. But like half of me thinks like it probably was like a scare tactic to like scare people, like to scare, you know, the guy, like, you know, don't touch, like obviously don't mess with me or whatever. So maybe he was doing it as a scare, but like he probably was shooting up in the air. I really don't know, but as soon as I heard those like things, like I blacked out. Like, I literally did not know what was happening. Yeah, just stay safe, especially going to parties. Like, parties are like really known for like whatever, like fights, like anything. Like, people just go crazy, and people aren't sober most of the times. They're under the influence of like something, so they're not in the right mind, and it's just really not the best environment. I'm not saying to like stay under a rock like Patrick Star, but like obviously go out, because I go out and stuff like that and have fun, obviously, but there's like some things you have to be really cautious about like your life. So basically that was the end of this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Please comment down below any questions or requests you guys may have. Do not forget to follow me on my social media at Diamond Flawless with 3 S's on Instagram and 2 S's on Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next video. Shit, I'm lit, looking like it's my time. Fucking good, lying, let it up. Don't wanna hear about your hopes, hope what the future holds. Shut up and let's get started. Like a Tarantino movie.